And welcome back. This is Frost Gaming 25. I wanted to make a little video today, real quick, talking about some leaderboard stuff. Um, in the past, I have done pretty well on conquests, and I think I've always been a conquest player in all honesty. But as we can see here, I was able to achieve rank 1 this season. Season 32 for the Dynasty achievement, getting solo level 55 with the bonuses of 6 of the following class sets in hardcore. And yes, I did do this as an SSF as well. But what I wanted to do today is I wanted to try and talk a little bit about the sets that I was using and how I kind of approached it. Because while I couldn't record when I was actually playing, unfortunately, because it's gonna be kind of crazy, but I was at work at the time of doing that, so the fact I even got placed in was a miracle in itself. But yeah, as you know, this season released the bonuses like these, I guess what are they called? Ethereal weapons, ancient ethereal weapons, and these weapons are absolutely caked with bonuses and affixes, so they're really good. But one of the main things that I was doing when I played this is I actually went through and I did on the Witch Doctor each of the builds. So this is the build I used when I ran the first one. Let me make sure my Munda Nugus is saved here. So I believe we're just going to make sure it's saved. Now, at the time of running it, I didn't actually have this weapon, so this was not not used when I had originally done the run, but just I'll explain a little bit more about that shortly. But yeah, so I started with this one. Right now I'm using the Gidvin, of course, but I had used this build with a different weapon. I actually used the spear, this scrimshaw, and I ran through, and that was my first one. And then upon completing that, we went and did Arakirs, as you can see. And then we ran through, I guess I can hover over them. I used the Jungle Wraps, I used the Compass Rose, the Traveler's Pledge, of course, the Lakumbas. You can't really go away with that. You have to wear that. I'm gonna go back to the other one real quick. I did use the Ring of Emptiness, the Short Man's Finger. I used this one. It really was just because it was ancient at the time, just something that was decently rolled. And then the Witching Hour as well, with the spike, so I can give my Gargantuans cleave. And then from there, yeah, we did the Munda Nugus. We'll go back to it again. This one is a little bit more tricky because I actually had to use the... I'm not even sure if I still have the weapon. But, if I do, I'll show it. I don't know if I still have it or not. I don't think so. Okay, well, let me show it real quick. I can't remember the name of it, but I had Barber, of course, in there. But I had equipped the Booze Juicer, that's what it was. So I had Booze Juicer equipped as the main hand weapon at the time when I actually ran the run. So it wasn't until after I finished the run that I got the Gidbin. And I started just using that because it just has such good stats. And plus you get a passive with it as well. But yeah, so for that I did those three as my as 3 of my builds right there. And then my next one I did, we have to leave the game for that. I do believe I didn't kill the character. I hope I didn't kill the character. Yeah, so we do have the monk, which this one was, in all honesty, this might have been the dumbest decision I had made. But I did decide that, I was going to run the other one with, on the other one, actually, I don't know why I didn't save it, but on the Witch Doctor, we also did Zunamas. I forgot to mention that one. Did run Zunamas for one of them. But this was my last one I ended up running, which I don't think I even have the saves for it. So yeah, we ran this set because I had a Shadow Killer. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I had gotten it, and I was like, well, maybe there's something I can make it work with. And unfortunately, the starter set I learned later when I started it that it was Olnus, so that was probably the worst decision I had made. But this is the last one I had to do in order to complete the achievement. So I had to run through using this set, which went very, very bad. As you can see here, my skills are probably suboptimal. My specialty is not really in this class. I can kind of play it, but I'm not very good at it. And I'm even worse when it comes to this set, because this set is so difficult. There's a lot of like special equipment that you need in order to make it really pop off and actually do good damage. But yeah, so I did struggle with that. We finished with that to get our achievement, and then yeah, I'm gonna bounce back and forth here for a second. So, for some reason I didn't save the build here, but we did use the Zunamas right here. So, I ended up putting all these pieces on. I did not use Jade Harvester this time around. Yeah, and I think that's about it. Or did I? I might have actually used Jade Harvester. I can't remember. It's been a little bit. It might have been Jade Harvester too, because I think it was 6, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. It would help if I read the thing. There we go. 6. Okay, yeah. So I did actually use Jade Harvester. So the first one was Helltooth. Then I did Aracurs. Then Munanugus. Then Zunamas. That's 4. Then Jade Harvester, that's 5. And 6 was the Monk, which was still, in my honest opinion, a mistake. I probably could have gotten it, an hour sooner than I had on the achievements. But what I really was trying to talk about with this was, for anyone that wants to do this in the future going forward, one of the best things you can do is, obviously when you're leveling, you want to get your main stash, and you have to unfortunately sacrifice that and open it up rather than keep it for your board over here. So I don't know how I'm going to showcase it, but actually, you know what? I know exactly how to showcase it. So if we go to here, when you do your challenge rift in the beginning, you get this cache at the end of it. In order to typically go for that leaderboard position, you're going to have to open this. You want to open this as soon as humanly possible. And the second thing, and this is kind of more of a personal preference, is that when you're actually in the game, you're also going to have to make sure that when you're doing your season journey, as you complete your season journey and start unlocking the bonuses, so if you go to chapter 2, you get your bag that you get, and then 3 or 4, so you get your bags for each one. You're going to want to... Now, this is, once again, it's a personal preference, but the way I did it personally is I saved the bag for my class that I wasn't going to play a lot. So, that's kind of why I got Olna's, is because I went in to the monk to try to just get one last set in. I had to actually grind it out, all the other sets myself, and then the last one I just used my cash or my bags for to end up finishing it off. But yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that you're doing that going through. You can start it up if you want to like speed farm and get your first character up and going. You can definitely do that. I think even a better, more efficient way to do it than even I did it was to build another character. When you go and have to do the 6 sets, build a second character that uses intelligence. So in my case, it would be intelligence, which would mean that you either do a necromancer or you do a wizard alongside this. So that helps quite a lot when it comes to building your characters up and getting a leaderboard position, especially for that achievement alone. But yeah, hopefully this was insightful to you guys, and if it was, consider liking the video and subscribe for more stuff on Diablo 3, and I'll see you in the next one.